Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of the 365 Message Center Show. This week we have a variety of products we're going to be talking about. One of those has just lost Copilot functionality. That's right, we have a Microsoft product that no longer has Copilot functionality, and you probably didn't even know about it. Uh, Another product we're going to cover is Dynamics 365 has this cool feature if you're running events for people to see a listing of your events. It's going to be great. We're going to talk about it. And then PowerPoint. Who uses PowerPoint? Everybody raise your hand. Wouldn't it be great if within PowerPoint you could easily get to your images that are approved by your organization to use with it? Wouldn't that be wonderful? Yes, it would be. Well, we're going to tell you how that and more in this week's episode. Stick around. Let's roll the intro.
Okay, and we're back from the break. And whoa, I'm looking forward to some of those topics, Daniel, especially the one about PowerPoint. Do you like our thumbnail, everyone?
I hope you do. And I will tell you, everyone, you got on the hype train last episode. We greatly appreciate it. For those in select markets, yes, we found out that there's quite a few people that are not in those select markets just yet, but there are some that in the US and some Europe and maybe South America. Anyway, those people on mobile, on YouTube mobile, there's a hype button. If you scroll a little bit to the right on the video, there should be a hype button. Click that button for me. Go ahead and do it. Quite a few of you did it last week. We greatly appreciate that because it helps others see the content and get value out of the content. And thanks for the comments on the messages, on the videos about the messages. We love it. Please keep those up. And if you're listening to the audio podcast, hit us up on all the socials that matter, since there's no way to comment there. Hit us up on all socials that matter at 365 MCS. All right. We got that out of the way. I just wanted to mention the hype train because it was great. Greatly
we did have a lift in our viewership, and I thought maybe that had something to do with us snagging a copy of some of these new icons and splattering them everywhere.
I think it was. It was totally the icons.
It's all about the thumbnail, apparently.
Apparently. I think everyone that's here now, I want you to know you are the best viewers in the world. You are the special people. So thank you for being here. We should make a t-shirt with all of our viewers and listeners.
Silence there. Yeah.
Yeah. We need a t-shirt for the people that listen to the show. What we need to do. Yeah. What we also need to do is look at some analytics. Daryl, is that okay if I roll into our first message this week?
I think we do need to know who's using this Copilot thingo.
This product does have Copilot still part of it. Microsoft Viva Copilot Analytics launches new agent dashboard, MC1166852. So one part of Copilot usage that is so important is really to understand who's actually using it. So you go out and you buy a bunch of licenses, or maybe you don't. You create agents, and then you allow your users to use those agents. You need to understand who is using Copilot in its various forms to understand how those credits are being used, how people are interacting with Copilot, to see, are you getting value? Is it something where people were using it and now they're not? Or is it one group is using it more than another group? So maybe you need to focus in on how are they getting value out of this so that you can maybe help others in the organization get value. All of those kind of scenarios around adoption and understanding how it's being used. This is the Viva Analytics bringing even more value. So with this agent dashboard, it is available as part of that Copilot Analytics in Viva. So, and remember, this is, you don't have to have a Viva license to get to this. So this is, again, bringing more information about how, not just how agents are being used, but who is doing it. It's grouped by, it's not detailing, hey, Daryl used these agents to do this thing, right? But it's more about rolling it up to Daryl's manager, who has quite a few reports, and it's rolling up and saying, hey, that group is using this many credits, has this many active users, and is really getting this value out of Copilot. And so I think this is something we wanted to just quickly mention, that Microsoft is focusing on giving you those real numbers so that you can understand, hey, are we getting value out of Copilot? Because frankly, it's not cheap, but it is something that could be powerful, and making sure that you can analyze and really get that reporting on if it's being used or not. So this is rolling out worldwide public preview beginning late November of 2025. Expect to be completed by, well, late November. So it's going to be instant. General availability worldwide early February. Expect to be completed by late February. So those that are willing to use the public preview, well, you get a nice little Christmas present. So it'll be there before the holidays at the end of December. So, Daryl,
Yes.
I would like to express myself in
Do we
Teams.
need to take this offline?
I want to express myself in Teams, but I want to do it in ways that I haven't done before. Can you tell us how we can do that, maybe?
Again, do we need to take this offline?
No.
No, I'm joking. Okay, yeah, certainly. This is an interesting topic for me, as we, have worked across different environments and different settings, different levels of professionalism. Microsoft Teams emojis in section names, MC1166877. Did that resound with you, Daniel? Like, when I say professional setting.
So resounding.
Yeah, well, I say that way because there is, you could say sometimes in some places, a stigma over using emoji. How childish. Why would you use, this person's responding with a smiley face or a thumbs up or something. This is a professional setting. Don't use those. Do you see that sometimes?
I do, but frankly, I see that from, and don't take this the wrong way, I see it from the older generations. And what I see from the younger generations is they use emojis for everything.
Yeah. It's the modern hieroglyphics. But the update, and this should be a short message, a quick message. We will be able to use emojis in our section names. Now, what does this mean? That we can organize our sections in Microsoft Teams, put an emoji at the beginning to try and symbolize what these channels are for that we're dragging into our sections. So there's a good screenshot there that sort of indicates what it will look like. It's funny, actually, now that I look at it, if those are section names, they don't have any channels dragged under those sections. Remember, everyone, we've got channels within our teams. Sections are the things that we've been able to create to start organizing things that are important to us. You could put in group chats, you could put in channels that are important, even meetings that might be on a recurring basis. And we haven't been able to put emoji in there to date. The screenshot, let's just say the marketing team like to have some fun and share their puppies and cherries and heart emojis. I would have probably found other things like a construction crane or a yellow square to say that this is the Amber project, something or tools as a way of doing that. But I think emojis are visual cues. They can be used in a professional setting. They do help people find stuff. But, I understand not wanting them to be overused. Is this going to be useful, Daniel, in any setting that you work in these days?
Yeah, absolutely. But I feel like it would have been better I don't know, make it easier to use emojis in the name rather than just at the very beginning. Like, because you can see it, it's a setting.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, hey, we're giving you an emoji picker for in the name of it. It's you can select this emoji to show up at the left of the name of the section. So anyway,
I'm going to do this, and I know that people can't see this at the moment live, but I'm going into new section, and I don't have that option there. Maybe I'll just show this on screen in part of the post. And at least here on a Mac, but I know on a Windows machine, we can use Windows key and full stop, and it'll bring up the system level emoji picker,
right,
where I can choose an emoji. Oh, funny that. And say, you, and then create. And wouldn't you know it, there's a section that I could use with an emoji in front of it. So nice that teams have built the picker for the square, a bit like our what we can do in Loop and emoji our pages, but you can still at a system level choose an emoji and stick it in the name. Over to you.
Yeah.
When is this available? Targeted release, rolling out early November, complete by mid-November, and general availability worldwide, rolling out late November, complete by rolling out late November, expected to be complete by the end of November. That could be the last 2 days of November if you measure it that way.
Right.
All good. Enough of that quick standard message length. Daniel, sometimes you want to change some things in Windows and in various different apps. Are we going to be able to do this within Teams with all the multiple settings that we have?
Yeah, so that it is sometimes difficult to find the setting you're trying to get to. Well, Microsoft Teams search in settings, MC1167604. It is something I will say the worst offender, in my opinion, has been iOS. It's has been, I don't know where this setting is. Some of the settings, it just doesn't make sense where they put it. And here recently, they have condensed the number of setting categories. So it used to be you go to settings and you could scroll and scroll and scroll just to get to the categories. Now it's like, oh, let's shrink them because everybody's just using search anyway. Well, it's coming to Teams. Being able to, because we keep getting more and more settings, we're going to be able to, in settings, when you're in Teams, be able to search, and then it'll filter down all the settings to only those that have that search term in them, which is great. This is fantastic. I wish it had been there all along, but here it is. That's wonderful. Being able to narrow down, because frankly, understanding the thought process behind where they put settings can be a little frustrating sometimes. And so this way you don't really need to remember where that is. Just go to the search and say, in the screenshot that is part of this message, it's theme. You type in theme. Well, here's all the settings that have theme in the name of that setting or part of that setting. So you could search for category names. You could search for titles or subtitles within a category, or the control titles. So the description of those as well. So like you're wanting to do a specific setting name, you can search for that. So I think that's great. This is rolling out targeted release early November, expected to be completed by, you got it, early November. It's one of those instant ones again. General availability. It's not worldwide, it's production. Interesting. Production. GCC, GCC High, and DoD will be early November. Ooh, that sounds familiar. And expected to be completed by early November. That's right. Another instant. So I don't know why they're differentiating.
Why don't they just say, we're turning it
just
on?
say, we're turning
early
it
November.
on. Early November, period. End of discussion. Well, that's the end of discussion of that. And now we come upon the time of the show where Daryl says, where did that functionality go?
Yeah. Hey, that actually should be a segment. I like that. And we could probably drop in things like when things have been retired. Hey, where'd that go? YouTube videos will often title us as the death of or the decline of, or what happened to this show when, hang on, it's still running. Anyway, Microsoft Loop Copilot Experience upgrade. I've got to say it like that. MC1169068. I say it like that with that, is it the word intonation, tone, something? Because it's not an upgrade. They've removed it. What? Okay, maybe they're planning an upgrade, but the first step of this is they've removed the, okay, it's referred to a few different ways. App skills, right? Doing things on the page, on the canvas. Help me write something, help me brainstorm something, help me rewrite something.
When did they remove it?
When did they remove it? Yeah, I was going to say, Daniel, when was the last time you used that functionality in Loop?
It's probably the last time I used Loop.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. This was removed, people, without great cries of where did this go from everyone in the 9th of September. Yeah. So if you didn't know that it wasn't there, it's probably because you didn't use it. So first step, remove it. Second step, put it back as an upgraded experience. No, one thing that hasn't been removed is the chat panel. If you want to have a conversation with Copilot about your page content, about your workspace content, open up that panel on the side like we've seen arrive in all the Office apps, M365 apps. But they've taken, yeah, exactly. Daniel's, yay! Yeah, we still call them Office apps, just like we just still call it Twitter. You can, expect a new experience to come back. Well, have we got any kind of hint as to what that new experience will be? What I see is a bunch of stuff on the message that talks about it being removed. Prompts will return and return results consistent with the that's the other half of this message, wasn't it, Daniel? The experience will be consistent with the M365 Copilot Pages experience. Okay, tell me about this. Well, we have a chat with Copilot and we want to take that content and use it somewhere. So we say, edit in Pages. Boom, pages come up on the right-hand side. And we have the content there. Can we use Copilot in that? No. Well, maybe they meant it's going to be consistent with how Copilot Pages used to show it, but now it's not there anymore. I don't know. I'm confused here, people. Loop, tell us what's happening here. What is it that you do to prepare? Well, tell people that it's already gone. If you tried to / and use Copilot, well, that's why it's not been offered to you. Look, I think it's actually a good thing, Daniel, because the Copilot on-page experience, it was when it was released early, it doesn't look anything like any other of the Copilot experiences across the Office apps. So when it does come back, we expect some consistency. Right. Temporary removal, it's already done. Upgraded experience, currently in development. So we don't know when it's coming back. Sorry.
Nope.
But keep using that Copilot chat panel and ask about your page content. Moving right along to our second to last message. I was going to say last one, but no, not yet. It's a dynamic message, though.
It is so dynamic.
Yes.
Dynamics 365 Customer Insights. Journeys. Create event portals with event registration details using Power Pages. MC1168096. So this one is, we thought, very interesting, especially for those organizations that have public events that they're hosting, on Teams to showcase their products or to give learning. I mean, this could be for organizations that maybe you're a community organization and you have things happening in person or online that you want to advertise and have people register for. This is a functionality, and they're going to have a template for you to pick in Power Pages. So that's the functionality where you can create a public page that's available so people can see that. But really, where we were kind of going is they're going to have a template, be able to create this. You enter in a list of your events and details about those events and registration. We're thinking, if you do like webinars in Teams, you have, that page where people can register. Well, that's a page per event, but this way you could take all of those links and throw them onto this Power Page and have this portal and have an easy one-stop shop for people to see all of your events. Daryl, I think one thing we always talk about in the Dynamics world, it's usually on the Power Platform. We kind of always go, hey, how about a little bit more information on your messages?
Yeah.
So we're going ahead and mention that this is very sparse in the information in their message here. We would appreciate a little bit more detail. What detail we would like is there's one link in this message, and it takes you to a Learn article that has a screenshot and a little bit more details on the feature. We'll go ahead and put that in the message. That would be great. But Daryl, what do you think about this? What kind of ideas that can we give people to how to use this for their organization?
Well, I haven't worked with these Power Pages before, and I get the concept that they're public and you can put stuff there, and it's a way of connecting your Power App experience and making it publicly available. This, as it's described, I don't know what value it gives at this point. Like, it talks about you can create a list of upcoming events, and in the screenshot that we see on the Learn page, there's cards for each of those events. Is that any different to me using maybe an inbuilt card feature on the content management system for my website and putting links there? No, I probably have more control over that, especially how it looks. But if this could, through a Power Automate, through a flow of some sort, look at the events that we're creating and then create the card automatically to advertise and promote the event, that would be great. I don't think it does that, though.
No, I don't think it does. Through the research we did looking at this and then going through the documentation of how to create, these portals, it doesn't look like it has that tie-in to automate this. And maybe that's coming down the road. I don't know. Maybe maybe that's something that they will integrate in the future, and maybe it's there. We're just not seeing it in the documentation. It would be nice to automate it. And so, meaning you go and create one of these webinars. Wouldn't it be great if it just automatically showed up?
Yeah, pull the details through, like the speaker and the link to the bio, and
I think for me, I think this is perfect for an organization that doesn't have time or resources to manage a public website, but they have a page for their events. They want to, like a community organization or something, and maybe they just want to have this page. But I feel you. I feel you, bro. Because I feel like that's probably, what's the difference between this and a WordPress site that can, have that kind of functionality. So but play around with it, peeps. If this is your thing, maybe this will be very beneficial to you. So this is really available to you now. It's coming to general availability. Sorry, at the end of this month, not the middle. It's the end of this month, 31st. So happy Halloween. I don't know. Does the world celebrate Halloween at the same time? I don't feel like it.
It's a commercial reason to buy a bunch of lollies and dress up and have a party. And in New Zealand culture, it's creeped in over the years.
Sure. Yeah. Do we need why do we need a reason to have a party? I think we should just throw a party every week.
I reckon. Yeah. Why do we need a reason to dress up?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm going to throw a party for this next message. Daryl, if that's okay. And in the organization of my party, I'm going to create a presentation and use my organization's approved images for my presentation.
That's a reason to party for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe to help promote that and get your point across with lots of power. All right. Microsoft PowerPoint, find and add company approved images with organization images. This is MC1169573, and maybe now you get the point about our thumbnail. Yeah. So what is this? This is organizational images, or the organizational assets library that we can set up for SharePoint, right? And for our templates and for our images. This is where, we can set up that library for our images, and we can use those images in our SharePoint pages. Well, now they'll be available for us to use in PowerPoint too. Fantastic. That means you can go into, insert an image, find your way through to the org library, much like, and it won't look the same, but it'll be a similar experience to a SharePoint page. And you can navigate your way through to some top level folders that might be a way of organizing what those images are. They could be, exemplar projects, or here's our logos and approved brand assets and things like that. Here's some examples of our locations, and great to be able to do that directly from PowerPoint and bring them into our slides. Now, hang with me here, Daniel, because this is also going to set up and make a few things possible in Copilot. Now, it doesn't really talk a lot about that in this message, but where we today say, hey, Copilot, help me create a slide deck on this document from my org, it's going to put in placeholder images from the web, from stock image. But if you are going to organize a nice organizational images library, and you put the appropriate metadata in there so that when you ask a certain thing of Copilot, it finds those keywords. It's going to suggest images based on the things that it finds. So there is a bit down there in terms of what you can do to prepare, like the part there, which is, setting up the organizational assets library, which some of you already have probably done, in a way of organizing that. I don't think I'm jumping the gun saying that Copilot side of things, because a lot of people have been asking about it. It's,
you absolutely can. That you have to, for now, use PowerShell to make it searchable, but you absolutely can. So will this 100% guaranteed, will this work of telling Copilot, create you a PowerPoint, and it will use organizational library images? 100% guaranteed. I don't know that I can say that, but I hope it would, because if it's going to be able to do this anyway, so possibly give it a try, everybody. This is kind of what we want is what Daryl's, if you're using Copilot to create PowerPoint, we want it to be grabbing from that place. Honestly, I only want it grabbing from my organizational assets library only. And then if I want to change those images, great. I can tell it to change it, but initially I wanted to only use those.
Yeah. And if you're from an org that doesn't have SharePoint expertise internally, talk to your provider to get them to set up an org assets library for your images and the top level folders, so that you can just drag and drop the things that are going to be useful to you. Because as long as it's there, then it's going to be useful for this PowerPoint experience, along with any SharePoint pages you might create. But probably more likely, you'll be creating PowerPoints than you will be SharePoint pages if you're not as confident with that stuff. Anyway,
when are we
great
getting
feature
this?
to be coming. Hey?
Yeah, when are we getting this?
When are we getting this? Daryl, when are we getting this? Generally available. We'll begin late October. Oh man, that's not far away. And complete by late November. I certainly will be firing this up. Not just, but I'll see what I can do, especially in larger orgs as well, where we share kind of environments. It'll take a bit of organizing. Go to like your conditions and requirements around all assets libraries and plan it out, but make it possible. Yeah.
Indeed.
Hey,
I'm
that's
excited.
it, man. Isn't it?
It is.
It's the last message.
Don't forget to hype us. Get on YouTube mobile. Hit that hype button down below the video if you're in the correct regions or where it's been
Correct
rolled.
regions? Am I in an incorrect region?
You
What
are in
saying?
an incorrect. Well, according to YouTube, you don't deserve a hype button for some reason. I don't know why.
No, see what they're doing is they know that we will use it more often, so they're just rolling it out to the lesser regions.
Oh, nice. Thank you, everybody, for watching and listening. We greatly appreciate it. Hit us up on the socials, down in the comments down below on the video. Also, give us a like and a subscribe. For those that are new, we know there's new people coming around all the time. Hit the subscribe button so you can see our videos show up on your feed in YouTube.
That'll help. It's not guaranteed, but
No, it's not
hey,
guaranteed.
there's another area you could, and people don't do this often enough. The For You feed, well, hey, there's another area called subscription at the bottom of the app.
Oh,
you go
we're about
in
to be
there and you
learned.
can actually find the people that you've subscribed to. How about
That's
that?
nice. That is. Absolutely.
All right. Well, anyway, enough of that. We've given you the tips and the tricks and the various things. That's the show for the week. See you next.
What?
400 next time.
400. We should do something special.
Yeah, we should.
Daryl doesn't like to do special stuff. He's anti-special.
What did I say at the beginning? I said it's like you get older, and like we are an older show now. We can say that. You know, like you kind of get, oh, is it our birthday again? Oh, that's right. Is anyone going to celebrate it with us?
Maybe. Join us next week for episode 400. It'll be a blast. Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Blast every week. Come on. See ya.